can use to celebrate Black History Month in your Spanish classroom and ideas for how you can incorporate them throughout the month or throughout the rest of the year with your Spanish students. Let's get into it. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley, aka Señorita Spanish. If you're new here, don't forget to click that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you are notified of all new videos that I create for you. Alright, so the first thing you need to know is how to grab the readings. So they are linked below in the description of this video. There are 14 readings that are really just short biographies, descriptions of the people's lives, what they did. They are in the past tense. So there's a mix of preterite and imperfect in the readings, and underneath each reading there's vocabulary supports, just in case there are a few words that your students might not be familiar with, because I want them to be successful as they are using them. There's also a comprehension activity in English. The readings also include a cover and a last page in case you just wanted to print the readings, print the cover, print the last page, staple them, and throw them in your classroom library. That makes it really easy to use it for FVR or free voluntary reading time. If you're not familiar with free voluntary reading, I have a blog post on the topic that I will link in the description for you. But basically, students pick something to read and they read it. So if you're looking for resources for your classroom library, all you would do is print the readings, print the cover, print the final page, staple it, throw it in your library, you're good to go. Let's get into the ways you can incorporate the readings into your classroom and your lesson plans throughout the month. So like I mentioned, the download also includes a printable comprehension activity. What I would do with this is just use it as a gallery walk. Love gallery walks. Print the readings, hang them around your room, print copies of this sheet for your students, pass them out. They walk around, they read the readings, they do the activity. Gallery walk. Option number 2 is to do it as a warm-up activity every single day. So instead of using all of the readings at once, you're going to give them one reading at a time. You can project them on the screen. So if you're using it as a warm-up activity for your students, you're going to give them a set of questions that they can just use over and over again every single day. So you don't have to come up with questions over and over again. Like, you don't want this to be a huge prep thing. So just some sample questions, some ideas you could possibly use are: who is the reading about? When were they born? How would you describe them? And what were some of their accomplishments? Like, what were they known for? So all you would do is just project a single reading, give the students those questions, and then just have them read the reading and answer the questions on a sheet of paper or in their notebook or wherever you like to have them keep their warm-ups regularly. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, would you give it a thumbs up and let YouTube know that you like it? If you haven't yet, also click that subscribe button and ring that bell so you get notified for any videos that I create for you in the future. Thanks! So towards the end of the month, if your students have done the gallery walk and you've been doing their readings as warm-ups, they've had a lot of exposure to the kind of style of writing and the setup of each of the paragraphs because they're set up really similarly to get students some repetition. What you could do is then use those readings as a mentor text and have students either pick somebody that they're interested in or assign somebody to each student and have them follow that same pattern of writing and write their own little mini paragraph, their own little mini biography about someone. After students have finished their own little biographies, you can have students present them. They could hang them around the room as another gallery walk, only this time student generated, or you could just turn them into a classroom display and hang them on the bulletin board in your classroom, on your door, or out in the hallway so the school can see what your students have done. One last super simple option for you to use these readings is to just print them off and then hang them on a bulletin board. Kind of like the one that I was just describing with your students' projects, but instead just use the readings to create a classroom display to celebrate Black History Month in your Spanish classroom. And again, you can hang that in your room, on your door, or out in the hallway somewhere in your school. One last thing I wanted to mention to you, just in case you're in a situation where this option would be helpful for you, I do have a paid option of the readings, and the difference is that the paid download includes Spanish and English versions of the comprehension questions and activities, and printable and digital versions of all of the pages included. So the free version is just a print and go. The paid version has all of the pages included as printable and digital options, and there's one more reading comprehension activity that's just in the paid version. So I just wanted to make sure you knew that if you were in a situation where having a digital version available, I have that option for you. All right, I will link that in the description below. Okay, there are 4 ways you can use these free set of readings to help you plan your lessons all month long. Remember that you can grab these as a free download at the link in the description below. I really hope they're helpful for you. If you have any other ideas or any other ways that you might use them, or maybe other ways that you have already used them in your classroom, feel free to drop a comment and let me know. Don't forget to like this video so YouTube knows that you enjoyed it. Click subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified of any new videos. I'll see you in the next one.